Outer Orange.
Gods of Arcana coming out June 20th, 2025. Is probably one of the most anticipated Shadowverse sets. An amazing, beautiful set. So many decks get support in this set, and there's just so many wonderful cards. And today I'm going to be doing a box opening thanks to Bushiroad and Cygames. But also there's a little bit of extra news. On July 1st, there will be a creator tournament that's being run by Igni. Us, me involved, will be fighting it out with our set 10 decks. I mean, really exciting, guys. You should definitely check it out. July 1st. Stay tuned for that as well. As always, and we want to go ahead and start opening this bad boy right here. Look at that art. Look at that. This is by far, like, this is one of my favorite cards, by the way, that's coming out. And I love the idea of this guy. This is so cool. I do have a second box as well, so yeah, let's go ahead and get started. All right, fam, here is the box. This is an absolutely, oh my gosh, I can't begin to explain how much I love the neutrals and in Shadowverse Evolve, and it's always usually in the box arts. They just look really cool. But let's go ahead and look at it. So we got some right here, beautiful art as well with one of the new cards that's coming out, and then on this side we have some of the ratios and all that kind of wonderful stuff. The back, we have this upside down guy that a lot of people like really obsess over. I'm a little bit less familiar with this, but it does look really cool. Overall, everything looks really cool in this set. This guy's really good too. I really like this dude. But let's go ahead and open it and just kind of see the glory of this box, because I'm telling you guys, this is the set. The set's awesome. Here we go. We're opening it. So here is what we have inside. So by the way, Shadowverse Worlds Beyond officially also comes out June 17th, by the way, which is the online game. And you know, since it's coming out so soon, we are actually getting some special content with it as well. You get a little serial code here. Don't forget, this also comes out. This is very important. You can get extra goodies and stuff like that, little exclusive avatar sets. And I think this is a really great way to introduce to Shadowverse Beyond, along with, you know, playing the official card game. I do think the new game's gonna be really exciting. We have a bonus pack in here, Gods of Arcana. It contains one of 29 possible cards, and I'm curious to see what those 29 possible cards are. Only leaders are foiled. Each card contains one randomly selected. So this looks like, I think this is the leader. So this is one of the leaders. So we'll check this out in a second. And then here we have these as well. Do I want to tease you guys and like hold off on opening the leader? I'm kind of tempted to open the leader last. We have here is basically 12 packs. Let's go ahead and start opening them. I'm really excited for these. I think this is gonna be really fun to open up. So let's go ahead and get started. Do a little zoomy so you guys you don't get the tease anymore. So here's Selfish Noble. This is a sword. You'll notice we have this new order as well for some of these cards. Another little additional touch. We have basically it's a sword card. We have a faith card here. So this is the Azurite Maiden. You can select a faith follower and put in your EXO and give it +1. So if you're putting a faith deck, you can roll around that. We have a little mage guy. Got a neutral. You guys know how I feel about neutrals. I love them. You look at the top card of your deck, and if it's an angel or fallen angel card, you may if you go add to your hand. So fun fact, angels get a lot of support this set. They're actually it's actually like a real deck now. So if you're a big angel fan like me, you got a lot of stuff coming your way. We have a lightning kicker, so we do have some support for an older sword deck, the heroics deck specifically. So here's a little bit of support that, so you can discard 2 heroic cards with your deck for up to 2 heroic followers to different names that cost 3 or less, and you can summon them. So keep in mind, if you've been a big fan of heroics, you got a lot of stuff coming for you. You got more mage support, so if you're really big into the mage and the Arcana decks, you got stuff coming for you. Notice it has the border and as well, and this is a gold card. And then we have the potioneer. So this is the potion support with the alchemist. So if you're fond of play that, you can do that as well. And we have a little knight back here. This is the holy altar. So this is another faith card. This one gets you the holy tigers, and you can also destroy the card. So basically you can swing and kill it off, and then you can bury this card, select a flower on your field, and give your leader health equals that cost. So basically you can just select a guy, give yourself healing power. And then we have a chest. So Kuan chess is a deck now officially with the new chess cards. So keep in mind, if you're really big into chess, you get to basically pick up all your chess cards. They're all really good. And then so there's that. We have some vampire support, just a little bit of vampire support. You can deal 1 damage to your leader, which is sanguine as well, which is also really good. You can select a farm if you want to give it +1/+1. So you can actually run this in a sanguine build as well. So if you want to go for super aggro. And then we have Dragon Impact. Put the top card of your deck into EXO, deal 4 damage to each enemy leader if follower to the field. It's pretty good. It's a spell. And we have another 1-drop here. So this is an Arcana Demon Lightborn. So this one says place X grace counters on this card, and X equals the number of cards in your hand, and then remove 2 grace counters on this card to give your leader +1. And you can bury this card, and search your deck for up to 7 cost Arcana, reveal it, add to your hand. Really interesting. And shuffle. This is so. First of all, shuffling is very rare in this game. You don't shuffle that often. Yes, it's starting to become more common. But what's interesting about this is that it's an amulet in Abyss, and it's also like a Grace Arcana type of thing. And what's interesting about this is that this isn't common to see in Abyss, like this kind of card. So it's really cool. We have another Haven follower as well. So if there's a follower with at least 7 defense on your field, deal 4 damage to each follower on the field on enemy follower on the field. That's insane. At the start of your end phase, if this follower has at least 3 attack, refresh it. So that's also really good. So if you have some way to buff it, this is an evolved follower of the priestess of the foresight. So ward on evolve, select up to 2 enemy followers on the field and destroy them. And then we also have a falcon as well. Dragon Clawed. So this looks like it's for the Dragon Heart deck. And then we have another heroic card. So again, for the heroic supports, we have the priestess of the foresight. We just saw her. So this is the non-evolve version of her. Pretty sure this is, yep, yeah, there it is. So just letting you know, a very costly card, but at least defensive wise it becomes a ward, so there's also that. Your song, select a follower on the field, give it +4 health, and then you can do a quick effect, discard this card, give your leader +2, so you can kind of hold in hand and just like activate it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Dragon, so this card can be discarded. When this card is discarded, you can put an EX on, so I'm assuming this is for discard dragon. It is for discard dragon. So also on each of your turns, when you discard a card, give your leader +3, so if you're into discard dragon, there's the deck for you. And with this card, actually there's another form of her in like set 1, so this is another neutral, so this is really cool. I actually like cards like these. So this is a deity. This card costs 3 less to play from the EX, so if she's in the EX area, she's cheaper. And then she says, select enemy follower on the field, deal 4 damage. At the start of your end phase, each other follower on your field gets +1. So we have something kind of similar to this, not exact, it's the same girl, but a little bit of a different ability. This one's a little bit better. And then we have, oh my god, he's so cute. We have a little guy here. Search your deck for an Arcana card, put it into your EX zone, shuffle. So he's a little 5/5 evolve form. And then we have the Gargantian Ghost. So these are the ghosts that are getting kind of reprinted for the ghost deck that also got supported in the set as well. Now let's see, we have another neutral. You get to on strike draw cards. So that's always good. It's a 3/2. Oh, it's just a 3/2 with a strike to draw. That's not too bad. And then we have some more ghost support. So this card costs 3 less if there's a follower ghost in its card name, kind of similar to like how Bats is doing it, but it also says select enemy opponent field, deal 4 damage and 2 damage to its leaders. Got the Deepwood Wolf. So this is a beast support card. So being a beast will be really useful for this. There's also, I believe, a beast deck with the monkey guy that also came out a couple sets ago that will also be useful for this. We have the Topaz Sword Guardian, so this is a Haven follower. Search your deck for a Bejeweled Shrine, summon it, and then shuffle, and then give this follower +1/+3. So I believe the Bejeweled Shrine is a amulet as well, so got a little bit of amulet support there. Got our first little shiny gold, so it's a dual range. So this is part of the armed deck. So if you're really big into the armed cards from a couple sets ago, this will be for you. Got departed cards, so this is also part of the ghosts, so you can before banish this card from your cemetery. You have the Masquerade Ghost in your EX, so you may summon a Sincere Masquerade Ghost from your Evolve decks. That's kind of cool. And then you can search your deck for the Masquerade Ghost and summon it and then give it wards. That's also really cool. So really interesting little support card there. And then we have a Spring Well, which is discard a card, select enemy follower on the field, deal it 4 damage. If you discard an Arcana card, draw a card. So this is more discard support. And then back here we have Mystic Artifact, one of my favorite neutral spawn token cards. I love this card of PP. A 4-drop here, so this one is an Arcana searcher. We have and the Fallen Angel. This is the Corruption Guardian. Absolutely insane card. This is so good. So this one has ward. You can discard an angel or a Fallen Angel card. Give your leader +3, draw a card, recover 2 play points. So basically you get to recover play points. Really good with the angel decks coming up. Really good 5-drop, and this card's just insane. The healing is good, the drawing is good, everything about this card is good. This makes angels so much better. You have some more Wormkin support, so if you're into this deck, that's for you. We have another neutral, the Mind Splitter. So if there's at least 4 followers on your field, put the top card of your deck in the EX zone. So you know EX area, so you know we've been getting a lot of EX area type cards. So this kind of adds on to that. And then we have a first little legendary here. So this is Alaska or Alaska. So she says, evolve this hawk for 2 and then you can search your deck for a Ilusuna Discord Hawker. Summon it and shuffle your deck. So it's another Hawker for her, I guess. And then she's part of the Merchant. So there's like a little bit of a Merchant kind of sword package in this set. So most people are using the Merchant cards in the Princess deck, but you can also kind of make a standalone deck too. We have the new Demonium, which is really good. So he has Bane, Drain, and then if Sanguine is active for you, you give this follower +1/+1 rush and assail, strike, deal each enemy leader damage equal to this follower's attack. So this is really interesting. This basically adds on to a Sanguine deck. The Sanguine deck actually has some movement. It's just, you know, it's the same issue if your hand kind of depletes, but you have a lot of aggression. You can kind of close out really fast, and this card helps with that. And then, oh, we have the first upside down looking card. So this is number 12. This is Wolfriend, the Hanged Man. So this is the Fate Touched Arcana card, and we got the legendary, and it's really pretty because it's got the additional extra border on it, as you can tell. It says this card cannot be destroyed by abilities or take ability damage. On evolve combo 3, give this follower +1/+1. So really, really good card. It can't be destroyed, which is also really, really useful if you're into puppets or any fairy decks or combo decks. This is definitely be a card that you'll be probably running in your decks. It's very popular run deck, and for a while too. This card kind of sticks around for a bit, so it's really, really pretty. I also loved how it's upside down. There's some kind of lore behind this card. I'm unfortunately unfamiliar with it, but I've been hearing a lot of stuff about these upside down cards. So this is really, really sick. This card's just really, really pretty. Like that is gorgeous. Like in all honesty, that's a really pretty card. So yeah, okay. This is just a legendary, by the way. This isn't even, legendaries are like awesome to pull, but what I mean is it's not even like a special or anything. This is just like you'll be playing this like normally, you know. So we have the Moonrise Werewolf, so and it'll evolve and a 1 little beast. So there's that, and then we have a fairy. So this gets us some fairies for your fairy decks. We have the marine support card, so if you're big into the marine decks, there's more for you. Got another ghost support card, so this one lets you summon some ghosts. She also has an evolve there. Oh, we have oh my gosh, we have a rune card, a mage, and oh my gosh, she's so pretty. So this is one of the cards from the box, actually. So I wasn't expecting to open a U, but here we are opening a U. So this is Lionel, the Fool. So she lets look at top 5 cards and basically get to Arcana spells and add them to your hand and put the rest of the bottom in yours. That's pretty good. She also has an evolve effect. So definitely, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. So yeah, so we pulled the rune card, so that's pretty cool. Get to sleep her up. She's very pretty. We have the Windflower Tiger. Now I have seen people run this in like some beast decks, so this is a pretty popular card in like beast oriented decks, so just be on the lookout for this. This is for, like I said, just for beast decks purely, but it has some it's a very underrated deck, but apparently it's actually pretty saucy, so you know, be on the lookout for this. Then we have a little thief card here that just on death draws you a card. This is his evolve form, and then we have the magic sentiment in the back. Oh, we have one of my favorite Haven followers because this is perfect in egg. So this one says ward, and just a 2/2 word. You could drop him on turn 1, and then he also says on Fanfare for 2, you can give this follower +1/+1 in Storm, so you can drop this basically on 3 and swing for 3. This is meant for egg, basically. That's what you're running him for. You can also run him in Stormward Haven. And then we have an Arcane Auteur. So this is choose 1, draw a card, or select a spell in your cemetery and add it to your hand. We have the Spirit Tutor, so another ghost guy for you. We have another Haven card that I have seen played. So this one says if you have the Wheel of Fortune on your field, place up to 2 Calamity counters on this card, and then for place a Calamity, you basically can rest it to place a Calamity counter on this card. You can also bury it, destroy each X cost enemy follower on the field. X equals to the number of Calamity counters on this card. So basically what you could do is you could drop this and then just kind of build it, and then just start nuking cards on the field. So especially with Execution not being as popular, this card will just stick and just kind of do things. Very interesting card there. And then we also have an Arcane, the Optimistic Beastmaster. Again, this is probably also part of the beast decks, but it might not actually. It says look at top 3. You may put 1 card from them to EX, put the rest at the bottom in your order. You can select when you fall on the field and deal it damage equal to a number of cards with different base costs in your EX. So this is actually an EX kind of support card. Very interesting. I like these EX cards because they kind of work with Alice, unironically. So if you're like into Alice type decks, this actually works with them. We saw the U for her earlier. I'm pretty sure it's the same card. It looks like it's the same girl. So there's her. Here's her spell. So this card can't be played from the EX area. So sorry, interface if this card is in your EX. Oh, okay. If it isn't EX area, she does have other abilities. It deals 1 damage to each enemy leader, so she burns. And she deals 2 damage if there's a if she's on the field. So I didn't realize she had a 0 on her. I didn't even see that. So that's really cool. So, and then you put this card into the owner's EX area. That's really cool. So basically you can play her and then she goes into EX area and then she does that. So that's really cool. And then we have Chipper Skipper. So this is a gold. This is going to be a very popular deck for forest player. This is a very popular card for forest decks as well, including puppets and Latica. So this lets you basically add a 2 costs from among them. It basically on evolve lets you find some cards, and then if it costs 2 less, it costs us to play, which is also really good. And then whenever a mercenary follower is put on your field, you give it +1/+1 rush. But the big thing is really the fact that she searches for cards and opponent kind of puts them in the field and makes them free, or puts them in EX area and makes them free. So this is very, 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 very important. It's a very, very good card. You'll be seeing this come up a lot in Puppets and Latica. And then we have another little token. Got the Magical Augmentation, pretty popular card as well, just to play, since you can play you can basically just select any follower field, deal 2. So it's another snipe type card, but it's also under Earthright, you can deal 4. In Earthright, you will see 1 copy of this being played. Got the Soul Box. You, this is a demon card. You can select any on the field. If there's a spell in your cemetery, destroy it. If there's an image on your field, deal 5 damage to each enemy leader. So that's pretty good. There is some support cards around this, including some neutrals. So there is a way to kind of play into this. It's a little rough, obviously, because it's a 7, but there is ways to kind of play into that. We have a 1-drop Elf Hunter, so if you're into Hunter decks, you can play this like on the field, and if there's at least 3 cards with different base costs in your EX, deal 3 damage. So probably meant for Hunter, but I don't know if Hunter can abuse it, but also it's also an Elf and a Verdant, so there might be some room for that. We have another neutral. This is another Angel card, so you can select up to 2 enemy powers in the field, destroy them. If there's a Fallen Angel card in your cemetery, give your leader +2, so you basically kill 2 dudes and you also heal the 6. This probably won't be played as often as compared to some other cards, but maybe like a 1-of is also, is also possible. We got the Mind Splitter, but we got the pretty version of the Mind Splitter. So we have the shiny version. We saw this card a little bit earlier, but now we have the pretty version of it. And you guys know how I feel about neutrals. I absolutely love this. This is gorgeous. Big fan. We also have the Prudent General. Now this card is very, very popular in Swords. So if you're big into Sword, you'll probably be playing this guy right here. He's very, very good. So he has each Sword token on your field has Rush, which is insane. He also summons a Knight. So basically it just speeds up. He also has an Evolve form of him. So yeah, if you're a Sword player, you'll definitely want this card. It's going to be very, very useful for a while. So pick him up. And then we have another Ghost Maid. This is the Evolve form. She gets you another Ghost into your EX and then bury the top card of your deck, so shoot those as well. So that's really good. And then we have a Steel Quad Knight. Very good with what we just saw a second ago. This is another Sword card. So this one's, if I remember correctly, is played at the start of your end phase. If there's a merchant follower named Arnesta, then on your field, and you can deal 2. So this looks like it's part of the merchant as well as the Hawkers. And then we have the Prisma birds. You can choose 1, summon a Holy Falcon token, select an amulet in your cemetery, add it to your hand, so you kind of have approaches. A little costly for a 4. And then we have the Creative Conjurers, so you can get a stack, and you can also Earthright, deal 2 damage to each enemy leader. Not too bad, actually. I don't see this card played, but it actually reads really good. We have an Insect. You can Rush, combo 3, search your deck for a Lumbering. You basically search your deck for himself, and you add it to hand, so a little 1-drop, so if you're just comboing up, you can combo more. We have Salvia, so this is also part of the Beast deck, another very, very needed card for the Beast deck as well. So she also plays for 2 less if you have another Beast follower, was returned on your field, and then she can evolve and she has Storm on her, so very good card. We have another 2-drop Haven card here, so you can select up 2 powers in your field to give them +1/+1. You can bury this card, select them in your field to give it +2, so this is, again, part of that ward kind of approach. There's an amulet, but you have to kind of get a bunch of stats. We saw a little bit earlier a card that needs stats, and then we have the lightning kicker, but the evolve form, you can select any far in the field and just destroy it. So just for evolve with storm on it, you just go, okay, I'm gonna just kill something and swing face. So pretty good. And then we have the holy tiger in the back. Another dragon newt. Sorry, I'm not talking about these cards as much. I'm just less familiar with what they do, but it looks like it's a dragonic weapon summoned and does a bunch of little arm stuff. So probably an armed armed card if I had to guess. We have another thief card. Each opponent buries the top 2 cards of their deck, and then if there's at least 10, you can evolve in your opponent's cemetery. You just evolve this guy for 2, so he just becomes free essentially. So that's also really good. We have another angel, so she is a 5/5/5. Select me on the field and deal 3. She also has an evolve form, but don't know what that does, but interesting enough. We have the insect we saw earlier, and we opened another legendary. This is number 6. This is Miltio, the Lovers. So this is really pretty. So it says discard a card, reveal cards from top of your deck until you reveal 2 flowers that cost 3 or less. Summon them, shuffle the rest, and put them on the bottom of your deck. At the start of your end phase, necrocharge 20 evolve this follower. Interesting. So this has an evolve form as well. So this is also interesting. And then also this is really cool. The whole discard, and you keep revealing to you sell it, and you summon them too. So this sounds really, really good. So I'm really excited to see sort of where you would play this. I'm a big Abyss fan as well, so I'm excited to see where this comes up. And also, again, I gotta mention the borders and just how much detail is put on these cards. They are just absolutely gorgeous. These cards are just phenomenal. And then we have the dual range, the regular form. We saw the shiny form earlier, and then we have a Moonrise Wolf, the evolve version. So you can select my follower in the field, and if Sanguine is active, you deal 3. So basically, you can just do yourself damage to kill something off. And then we also have a devoted dragon in the back. Nesta's back, and we have the bird. We have, this is all stuff we've seen except this guy. We haven't seen this guy yet. It's this Earthright one that says that you can, for 4, select an enemy follower that costs 4 less and banish it. So that's pretty cool. So 1/1/1 for basically for 5 you banish it, or you could evolve. So you kind of have 2 approaches there. We have a demon card here. So this one works with Luzen. It's not the card we just saw. So something I'm not too familiar with yet. But deal 2 damage to your enemy, to your leader, and you can draw 2 cards as well. And you can banish this card, and you can deal with 4, draw a card. Activate only, so you can only activate if you have the guy in the field. Okay, so that's interesting. We have a neutral. This is a gold, so this is another Arcana card. So you can evolve for 3 as ward. You can also reveal the follower from your hand. Search your deck for the follower with the revealed follower's name. Put your extent. So that's really cool. So you basically get to search out the same copy of a card you already own, and then we're ending it off with the armed card. So I mentioned earlier how there's like these really popular armed cards. So that's for dragon. Well, here is like the evolve form. Basically, this one deals 2 damage to each follower in the field. You could give your leader +4, has ward on it, and then you could also for 1 bury a draconic weapon. Draw a card. You may summon an armed follower that costs 3 or less from your hand. Activate only once per turn. So, and it was a ghost guy back here. So really cool. Just realized this isn't advanced. Advanced is a little bit of a new thing. They're basically just like stronger cards, and what's interesting about them, I don't know, what's interesting about these, I think you can only play 3 in a deck, but they're really cool. Okay, so we have another beast here. We haven't seen this one yet. So select one on our field, put it on the bottom of your oh, that's crazy. Otis deck could draw 1 for 5. That's really good. You just basically bottom deck. Because unfortunately you have to select, so if they have some kind of protection, you can't do it. When this card is returned to hand from your field, give your leader +1, so you can also just keep recursioning it as well. And then we have the Springwell. I think we saw the evolve form of this earlier. We have a princess card. So if you're into the princess deck, that's a 1. You can play that. And then ooh, this one's really pretty. It's a noble. So she summons 2 shield guardians and give each follower with ward on your field +1/+2. So also really good. So it's a 3/1/2, but you basically both your board also summons guys. So you can summon guys and then give them additional power. So that seems really strong. And then I believe we saw this card earlier. So yeah, we did see this card earlier. And then also we got the regular Chipper Skipper. I think we saw the evolve earlier. Also really good. So again, this is a very, very good pickup for Forest. And then we got the Juggling Muggy, which is a sentiment token. Add 1 stacked on your field. And then we have a little magical pawn in the back here. And that's basically the entire box. We opened some pretty good stuff, I would say. I'm just gonna show you these guys. There's a couple more. Open some gold and stuff in here, and some other little border cards, but I thought I'd showcase these. So mainly because we got the shinies. We got the 2 shinies in here. So this is these 2 right here, really cute little shinies, good little shiny cards. But then we also got the upside down guy, which is really sick. Got this is really pretty. Obviously we got the advance, and it's really cool. And then we also got the U for that. But guys, we have the teas. We gotta open the teas. The teas that I've been it's just been sitting here. I'm gonna do it this way just so we don't get any. No spoilers are allowed. No spoilers allowed. Not here. Not here. So let's see. Oh, it's not a leader. It's just a pawn. Can you open pawns? Am I just going crazy? Am I going crazy? I could have sworn you can open a leader in here. I think I just opened a dud. I'm sure there is some special stuff in here, so stay tuned for that. Alright, I do have a second box, but I'm not going to fully show everything I open in here like I have been. I think it's a little bit tedious to look at, so I'm actually just going to show you guys the pulls at the end. If there's something extra magical, I'll definitely obviously highlight it. Is it possible? Can we recover? Can we recover? Can we do it? No. I got another token. I guess they're needed. They're the thick ones though. Here, I'm just going to show you guys what the pretty cards I opened or the legendaries out of this one. I'll give you the big reveal. So we have this is Sofina, and then I opened Lucio. This is interesting enough. It works with mystic artifacts, which I really like. I'm actually kind of interested in trying this because I really like this. I really like the aspect of doing that. So I'm kind of interested to see how this one works. And we also opened the Treacherous Reversal, which is the Hangman card for them. And then we opened a shiny version of Mateo, which we saw earlier. So the lovers, so also really, really pretty. Also opened the regular version, and then we also opened the Alaska. So that's basically all the cards that we got out of this one. So really pretty. I really like this pull as well. So that's basically it. On that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this box opening. I tried to keep it a little bit more structured, just a tiny bit. As always, thank you so much for Bushiroad at Cygames for supporting. Don't forget about the little codes that you get in the box. Don't forget to do those for Shadowverse Beyond. Don't forget the tournament for the creator tourney that's happening on July 1st. Like I said, we got a really hectic month, but it's a really fun month, so stay tuned for all the goodies. We got Beyond, we got set 10, we got Summerfest to use set 10. We got a bunch of stuff. This is a really great time to be a card gamer, so I hope you guys are enjoying that. And then, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in a future video. Bye.